At Henson, we're looking forward to the holidays, and that means more time in the kitchen. Now, imagine your trusty kitchen knife had a wobbly handle. You'd be nervous. Well, the same is true in shaving. Most razors on the market today don't support the blades well enough, allowing them to flex and bend. This is a source of razor burn. At Henson, we used our 20 years of aerospace manufacturing to solve this problem, supporting the blade so you can use it confidently. To learn more and to get 100 blades for free, go to hensonshaving.com/holiday.
How long was Neil Armstrong actually on the moon? When did Europe start speaking English? Did Marco Polo really go to China? CuriosityStream is the streaming service for all things history, plus science, wildlife, and more. What's the real story behind the Mona Lisa? We've got that. What caused the collapse of Rome? We know. Where did we find mankind's earliest ancestor? Come find out. For the holidays, give the gift of curiosity with 25% off gift cards for your curious cohorts. It's holiday shopping season at curiositystream.com/gift.
It's still Christmas. It's still your big special command performance, and we're still with the big man of the year, Kris Kringle, Mr. Santa Claus.
Right here, I think that for our sentimental listeners, we should present a heart-clutching song of nostalgia, sung by a lovelorn soul. Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Cass Daly singing Together.
Laughed at the rain together, sang love's refrain together, and we both pretend it would never end. Ah, gee, isn't that beautiful? One day we cried together, cast love aside together. Why, you're gone from me, but in my memory, we always will be together. And we both reached and it would never end because you ran away with my best friend. Friends may forsake me, I'll let them all forsake me. You're gone from me, but in my memory, we always will be together, 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 together. Whoa, salt and pepper go together, bread and butter go together, dad and mother go together, so why can't we go together? Hope and Crosby, they go together, Jones and Gracie, they go together, Spencer and Tracy, they go together, so why can't we go together? We stroll the land together. I laughed at the rain together. You're gone from me, but in my memory, we always will be together.
Now, Santa, what's that you're lugging up to the microphone?
This is a package addressed to the guys and gals at Castle Point and at Birmingham General, and to all the listeners on the bedside nets. And in it, we find a great visitor. Grand guy, marvelous wit, ready raconteur. He's the salt of the earth.
Oh, you're only saying that because it's true.
Jerry Colonna!
you one and all, and Merry Christmas.
Kelowna, what was that?
Christmas seals.
You open with a yuck. I'll have your hide for this.
All right, but I warn you, it's baggy around the knees.
Jerry, I hear you just did a big show for some boys in the hospital.
Ah, yes, indeed. What a show. I did acrobatics. First, I'd lean over backwards and pick up a handkerchief with my teeth.
Oh, wonderful.
Then, for an encore, I'd pick up my teeth with a handkerchief. What a chorus we had with 20 gorgeous girls, all dressed in newspapers.
20 gorgeous girls dressed in newspapers?
Yep. Every time they turned around, you could see what happened to Dick Tracy. Of course, the luckiest guy was John B. Hughes with his views behind the news.
I suppose the finale was colossal.
Sensational, Ken. Just imagine. Gypsy Rose Lee dressed in a copy of the Chicago Sun.
I love to see that evening sun go down. Well, so much for all this stuff, Jerry. I just can't get over my excitement. It's Christmas again. Isn't this a wonderful season?
Well, frankly, this year it hasn't thrilled me so much. No? I got my hands on something I wanted all my life. A big red drum. And then I just couldn't beat it.
Well, why couldn't you beat it? Don't tell me the old incentive was lacking.
Don't tell me the Christmas spirit was weakening.
Even worse, the store detective was watching.
Kelowna, you're just one step removed from a moron.
Oh, I'm sorry. Didn't mean to crowd you. But Santa, I don't know. This year, even my tree doesn't look good.
Why not?
Well, during the summer, it turned brown. Oh. Then I dug up the holly wreath that Jack Bentley sent me last year. What a cheap holly wreath. Needles only played 12 records. Then my kid brother got arrested for doing his Christmas shopping early.
No, Professor. How would he get arrested for doing his shopping early?
It was too early. The store wasn't even open yet. Then I couldn't think of what to get Rita Hayworth, so I walked around and looked in all the windows.
What happened?
Harry Kahn come out and said, "Stop looking in our windows." But the worst thing that happened to me was last week when this Carpenter character got me a job at a department store.
Well, this sounds excruciatingly interesting. Tell me more. Yes, tell me more. Please, Jerry. Tell me more.
That'd be costing you, Santa. If you say that once more, I'll have to stop twisting your arm.
Oh.
But if you must know, he found me wandering around the May Company.
If it isn't Jerry Kelowna. Hiya, Professor.
Hello, Ken.
What's the matter, Jerry? You look as if you'd been down in the dumps.
Yeah, do you know where your present is coming from?
Jerry, what's bothering you?
Well, frankly, I need some more spending money. Dough, moolah, some Frank Sinatra.
Frank Sinatra?
Yeah, some of that long green.
Oh.
I just thought of what I wanted to give to Linda Darnell this year. A diamond tiara.
A tiara?
Yes, it would go so well with her boom d'ay. Can you lend me $5?
Well, I'm sorry, Jerry, but my money's all tied up in cash. I've got $5, but I want to buy my wife that pressure cooker she wants so much.
Oh, hand it over, son. She doesn't need a cooker when she's got a pot like you. Come on, Kensington, fork it out.
Now, look, Jerry, I got a better idea. I'll get you a temporary job. Now, just follow me. Come on.
Job? Kensington, I can't work. I'm delicate. I'm fragile. I'm aesthetic. I'm lazy.
Now, look, Professor, it's only for a couple of hours, and all you got to do is play Santa Claus. The regular one's sick today.
Ken, do you think I could really fill his shoes?
Well, I don't know about the shoes, but you can certainly fill the throne. Come on, Jerry, hurry up. We'll miss the elevator.
Face the front, please. Mister, don't press your nose so hard against the glass in the door.
I want to case the layout. Don't worry, I won't break the glass.
Second floor, household appliances. Third floor, dry goods. Fourth floor, girdles, stockings, and ladies' lingerie.
Anyone for Band-Aids?
floor, Toyland.
Oh, this is for us, Jerry. Let us out.
Yes, I'd better see Santa Claus.
My, you're big ones, aren't you?
Well, you can tell this is the toy department. The grown-ups are all playing with the toys, and the kids are standing around crying.
Oh, Kelowna, here's your new boss now.
Oh, how do you do, sir? Oh, wait a minute. You're the nasty-voiced guy that Jack Benny keeps running into all the time. Are you the manager here?
What do you think I am with this gardenia in my lapel? A flower pot?
Frank Nelson.
Mr. Kelowna, turn around so I can look you over. My, isn't he a chubby one?
Say, Mr. Nelson, do you think I'm qualified to take the place of your Santa Claus?
Oh, certainly, Mr. Kelowna. All he ever does is sit around on his big fat mezzanine. And now suppose you step into the dressing room here and try on the suit.
Okay. See you later, Ken. Say, I'm fast at this stuff. I'll take off my coat and slap red makeup on my face.
Yes.
Now I'll put on the beard like this.
Yes. Why, Professor, that looks grand. Now, that's the makeup you should have on every one of your personal appearances.
Mr. Nelson, this beard is so big it covers my entire face.
Yes. And now, how does the suit seem to fit?
Well, I'm having trouble with the palsy, the stomach. There, that's it. Pretty fast, eh?
Yes. But, Mr. Kelowna, the stomach's supposed to be in front. Oh, my mistake. That's you.
Oh, the pants are so baggy.
Yeah, well, Santa, let's off to work. Here come, Kelowna. Don't just sit there. Stand up.
Nelson, I am standing up. It's the suit that's sitting.
Now, never mind. Come along, little man, and I'll lift you up on the throne.
Down this aisle?
Yes. Aren't we devils? We're walking around in ladies' lingerie.
Hey, wait a minute. These things are pretty. I want to buy one of these for my girl.
Professor, you can't buy one of those.
Well,
They'll explain that. Well, here's Santa's little corner right up ahead. And look at the eager little kiddies. Look who's here, kiddies. Oh, my, aren't they charming little cherubs? The one at the front of the line is my little boy, little Rover.
Why did you name him Rover?
His mother always wanted a dog. Isn't he cunning?
I'm afraid of him. Does he bite?
Oh, no, Rover never bites.
Then why is he spreading ketchup on my leg?
Well, Santa, if you'll excuse me, I've got to go help the store detective. He tells me he caught a beautiful red-headed shoplifter, and I can hardly wait to make a pin. Happy days!
Happy days.
Santa, I'm Snookums Parade. I'm 6 going on 7.
Congratulations. I'm 34, going on Benzedrine. Now, let's get on to the quiz, huh?
Hey, are you really beloved old Santa Claus? The one and only real honest-to-goodness Santa Claus?
Yes.
Why, you dirty, no-good rat, what happened to all my loot? Last year you promised me a mink coat, a Cadillac, and a diamond ring. So what do I find in my sock? 3 lousy, stinking jelly beans. What happened to the mink coat, the Cadillac, and the diamond ring?
Well, little girl, you don't realize my problems. It's pretty hard to make that iron claw drop in just the right place.
Yeah, why didn't you go sit in a mousetrap, you big fat piece of cheese?
Your family owns a bathtub.
Yeah, but we never use it.
Santa, see these scissors? I'm going to take a souvenir. A pimento. Something to identify you by.
Oh, a lock of my wavy mustache?
Mustache my eye. I'm taking a lock of your nose.
Hey! That's all. That did it.
Professor, I just dropped by to see how you're doing with the little angels. How you making out?
I'm getting out of here.
Oh, you can't quit so easily, Jerry. Why don't you try your luck with just one more little kid? Try that bright-looking lad.
Well, I'm just an impetuous fool. Come here, bright-looking boy. What's your name?
Lawrence Tetley, I'm 12 years old and I went to Hollywood High.
What a tetty, huh? No kidding. You went to Hollywood High?
Yeah, that's why I got expelled. Make this fast, Buster. I gotta get over to UCLA to pick up my M.A.
Your Master of Arts degree?
No, my ma, she's looped in the sorority house. Come on, Buster, come on. Why the third degree? Where's your warrant? What's the rep?
Right, looky, boy, you don't understand. I'm Santa Claus.
Santa who?
Santa Claus. Look, this time of year, who goes flying through the air faster than the speed of sound, whizzing past the chimneys and the red lights, zooming over the housetops?
A California driver.
Kid, you must have some practical idea about what you want.
Whoa. Hey, I got it. I gotta have a blowtorch.
A blowtorch? Son, why would you want a blowtorch?
All my life I wanted to blame down Muddy Wooly. Why, what would you like to give me?
You mean besides a shot in the head? Let's see, I just had an idea. Now, what was it? Oh, yes, I've got it right in the back of my head.
Good for you, Buster. You got a corner.
Now I remember. Got it right here. Here you are, son. The perfect tribute. It's an incense burner and a mirror.
Hey, what do I do with an incense burner?
You burn punk in it.
Yeah. Where do I find the punk?
That's where the mirror comes in. Now, shove off, kid. Scram. Bust your compass. Get lost.
Simmer down, egghead.
Egghead? Please. My features are finally chiseled.
Your parents got cheated, too.
Son, you're exciting me.
Now, pull up your pants. Your pot is boiling over.
Child. Bright-eyed moron.
Why don't you file off that point on your head? I don't think you should be permitted to have anything sharp.
Nelson, I can't take this. This kid is getting me down. He's knocking me out. What'll I do?
While you're down there, why don't you smoke a Lucky and feel your level bad?
Yeah, Ken, would it be all right if I smoke?
Smoke? It'd be funny if you didn't. I just said fire to your pants.
Merry Christmas, everybody. Merry
Thank you, Jerry. Thank you. Here's our good friend, Harry Babbitt. What's that you've got tucked under your arm, Harry?
Well, it's a copy of I Remember Mama. Oh. Shall we be on with it?
Yeah, do.
I remember Mama so well. Golden hair and voice like a bell. Always so neat and sweet as the sweetest rose. I remember Mama so well, and the bedtime story she'd tell, sing lullabies till my sleepy eyes would close. She had worries, how well I know it, maybe more than you and I. There were tears, but she'd never show it. Guess that angels never cry. And sometimes when dreams would go astray, she would hold me in her arms and say, don't worry, my darling, don't worry. can never, never forget.
Contribution to our Christmas command. Santa, you ready with any more presents for the gang?
Yes, but, Ken, you know, I've been bothered all day by a fellow in a baggy suit. And I see his head poking out of my bag right now.
Well, oh, my gosh, Santa. That's a good friend of the gang.
Oh?
He's tops with Armed Forces Radio.
Oh. Well, come here, my good man. Now, who are you?
Me? I'm a general, private sad sack.
Well, I'm glad to meet one of the Army's finest brains. Tell me something, Sack. What would the men overseas like me to give them more than anything else?
Oh, well, they like they like to play check. Well, you see, they like to see art museum. Send them a dame.
Well, what if I run over and see the boys?
Oh, sure, they'll be happy to discuss philosophy. They'll be glad to talk about Shakespeare. They'll play check. Go ahead, but bring a dame.
Remember, you're not in the Army anymore.
He's not?
No, they're particular now.
Oh.
Sack, what are you doing for a living these days?
Making perfume.
For what company?
Well, yeah, the best. Evening and Chanel number. I'm raising the stink of my own.
Yes, I see, Sacky, I see.
Yeah, well, I'm busy all day putting caps on my perfume bottles.
Oh.
Caps, yeah.
Yes, caps. You're economical, are you?
Oh, yes, I'm conservative.
Yeah, okay.
I'm very... I'm keeping my business out of other people's noses.
Oh, good for you. Good for you. Now, tell me something, Sack. What would you like me to get you for Christmas?
Oh, I like some warm underwear. No. I like some laundry sauce. I want a kiss from a gorgeous dame.
Good. Well, Sack, I have one right here. Ann Southern. Ann, do you know the Sack?
Oh, certainly. How are you, Sacky, honey?
Wait just a minute now. Don't get so excited over this babe, Sack. She's just a woman, like your mother.
There she is?
Yes.
We was wrong.
Ann.
Yes.
And tell me, would you consider kissing the sad Sack?
Why, of course, Santa. Sacky, have you ever had a girl alone?
Why, of course not. I was an honorable soldier. I'm a gentleman. I'm stupid. I did take a girl out to Griffith Park.
Oh, why, Sacky, I'm shocked. What did you do?
We made we played gin rummy.
Oh, now, Sack, that's a child's game.
Yeah? With real gin?
Here goes for your kiss. Now close your eyes and pucker up.
Oh, boy. Here's where I get a free harmonica lesson.
This looks very interesting. I think I'll move in on this myself.
Come on, Ann. Pucker up. This time I'll give you my high, slow one.
Here. Wait a minute, Sack. Wait a minute. You don't want to kiss Anna again?
Well, you're right, Santa. It's a child. It's infant. The heck I don't. She's wonderful.
No. Now, look here, Sack. Anne may look gorgeous and desirable to you, but she's really not. No, it's all in your mind. Your mind is making a fool of you.
It is?
Yes, and the same thing about kissing, you know. Kissing, it's all in your mind. Your mind's making a fool of you.
It is?
Certainly it is. Certainly. Yes, and you know you don't really enjoy kissing Anne. Again, your mind is making a fool of you. You understand?
Yeah, I sure do. Well, come here, Anne.
Oh, I'm ready, lover boy.
Well, Sack, now wait. Hey, Sacky! Didn't you hear my advice? What about your mind making a fool of you?
Santa, shake hands with an idiot.
Here's a present all the gang will like. And I know the Air Transport Service will like it, too. A song from the Pied Pipers.
Wonderful, marvelous, you should care for me. Awful nice paradise, what I love to see. You've made my life so glamorous. You can't blame me for feeling amorous. Oh, it's wonderful. It's simply marvelous that you should care for me. Baby, it's wonderful. It's marvelous.
Say, Red.
The way I race with you. Feeling fine, 'cause you're mine, and you're so great. Darling, you made my heart, made it so glamorous. How can a fella get so amorous? Wonderful, maybe even marvelous. When I kiss you and hold your hand, wait till I give you that wedding band. It's
things about Christmas time is the old stories it brings to mind. We'd like to tell you a particularly beautiful one tonight through the words of a distinguished Hollywood cast, including Francis X. Bushman, William Conrad, Jeffrey Silver, Jane Webb, and our star, our dear old friend, the man who handed me my Academy Award, Donald Crisp.
Command Performance presents This One Brief Moment, starring Mr. Donald Crisp as narrator.
Why?
Why?
If you have T-Mobile 5G home internet, you might be hearing this
Why?
a lot.
Why?
Every time your internet slows down during the busiest hours.
Why?
Why?
Because your network gives priority to cell phone users.
Why?
Good question. Why not switch to Cox Internet with 2 times faster download speeds than T-Mobile 5G home internet during peak hours?
Okay.
Stop the whys and visit cox.com/5G home for details. T-Mobile prioritizes certain T-Mobile phone users over home internet users during times of congestion.
Discover, this is Daniela.
Hi, it's Jennifer Coolidge. I just want to thank you for making me feel so special. I earned cash back on debit for my dinner party groceries.
That's great, but with Discover Cashback Debit, we give everyone cash back on everyday purchases. Anything else I can help you with?
Do you like asparagus and mushroom sorbet? I've got leftovers.
Introducing Discover Cashback Debit, a checking account with cash back. It pays to Discover. Eligibility and terms at discover.com/cashbackdebit. Discover Bank, member FDIC.
For some there are who seek to reach a goal, and some who scoff and look away with scorn. But still the seekers make their way until in one brief moment it is then revealed how great the quest, how wonderful the goal. Now hear the story told on Christmas Eve in Antwerp, where the North Sea meets the Scheldt. The story of a boy, a dog, a dream that did not fade but lives today as proof that faith and charity shall never die. A league from Antwerp, there lay a town amid the pasture land so flat and green, where lines of alder trees and poplars too were sentinels which lined the great canal that glided through the center of the town. And close beside an ancient mill that worked with slowly moving arms, there stood a hut, a humble little place but sparkling clean. And here old Jehan Das had made his home, a man who once had lived a soldier's life, but now could only do such simple tasks as taking milk to Antwerp, to be sold for those few people of the town who helped the old man to earn a livelihood. It was in a cart he bore the cans of milk, and at his side to lend him aid there walked his grandson, Nello. So it was one day that Jehan Das and Nello took the road to Antwerp. Quickly walked the boy, as bright anticipation filled his stride.
How long the way to Antwerp has become, and such a heaviness has filled the cart.
You shouldn't leave the village, Grandpa Das, for you have not the strength that once you had. But I am young and strong and much more fit to travel thus upon the Antwerp road.
But young and healthy though you are, my son, I fear these cans would be too much to pull for you alone.
Well, I do not think that
Come, let us pause, for I must rest a spell before we travel on.
Well, we shall pause.
What means this great impatience in your voice, son? And why do lines of sadness crease your brow? Come, Nello. Tell me why this sudden haste.
It is nothing, Grandpa Das. It soon will pass.
But what is there in Antwerp that draws you thus?
The ringing bell. 'Tis that which bids me come.
The great cathedral bell which calls to prayer?
I want to see the paintings hanging there. The Master Rubens' greatest works of art.
But, Nello, child, you know as well as I that only those of wealth can draw the veils which hide the treasured frames.
Then I shall pay.
With what? The little money we earn thus by taking milk to Antwerp town is dross, a paltry sum which barely buys us food.
I'll get the money somehow, Grandpa Doc.
Oh, it's best that you forget your cherished dreams. We are poor, and yet must thankful be that we are given bread and cheese to eat and can afford the hut we call our home.
It is not right that one should be so poor he cannot pay to see beneath the veils. He didn't mean the poor should never see. He would have had to see them every day. I wish that I were as rich as Boss Kogas and owned a mill as prosperous as his. Then I could surely pay to draw the veil.
Forget the wealth of Miller Boss Kogas, for such a wealth will never come to you. And listen to me, Nello. Hear my words. 'Tis better you forget his daughter, too.
Forget his daughter, Eloise? But why?
You know the miller bears you naught but scorn, and sees you as a beggar dressed in rags.
But we are friends. What matters how I live or how my clothes are worn? For Eloise is fond of me, and I am fond of her.
Yeah, but you shall always live in poverty until the day you die.
Oh, I shall be rich. Perhaps not now, but one day soon I'll be.
You're still a dreamer, child. But who can tell? Perhaps your dreams may one day all come true.
They will.
Give me your hand and help me to rise. My arms and legs have once more found their strength, and it's time that we were on our way. And I'll take the other shaft and let us go. So it's wrong that we must live this way. Hold fast your hope. For as the good book says, how blessed in spirit are the poor, my son. For heaven's kingdom surely will be theirs.
I know the words, but...
What's wrong, my child?
I heard it cry. An animal in pain.
A far-off bird.
No, there it is again.
Why, I hear it now. Where can the creature be?
I do not know. Somewhere near this place. I see it now. It's lying in the ditch.
A dog.
Badly beaten, I would say.
How thin it is. We cannot leave it there.
Here. Put him in a cart.
But gently, child.
His master must have kicked and beaten him and left him by the roadside there to die.
We'll take him home and nurse him back to health.
And could I keep him for my very own? I always treat him kind.
Then he shall stay. And now, my son, we must be on our way.
And thus the dog Patrasci found a home, and tenderly they cared for him each day until at last the dog was well again. And then Patrasci showed his gratitude to Jehan, Das, and Nello, for one day when they came out to get the little cart, the dog was lying there between the shafts, as though to say, now I shall pull the load. They tried to move him, but he wouldn't budge. And so they got a harness for the dog, and every day he proudly drew the cart along the Antwerp road. And now it was the old man stayed at home and rested there, while Nello and Patrasci went their way. And daily Nello made his pilgrimage within the sacred portals of the church, in hope that someone rich might come to pray, and would perhaps draw back the heavy veil, so that he might see the Master's wondrous works. This love of art was Nello's soul, his life. For reared in poverty, untaught, ignored, he had the compensation, or the curse, which we call genius. No one knew of it, and Nello least of all. There was but one, the dog, Patrasci. Seeing Nello draw with chalk upon a stone a piece of wood, and noticing how radiant lit his face, 'twas only he that knew the blessed gift bestowed upon the boy. and oft it was that Nello and the dog would seek a spot within the flowered fields about the town. And here the miller's daughter, Alois, would come and sit with Nello while he drew. And thus it was one day at summer's end. The miller's daughter sat upon the ground. The dog put Trashy's head upon her lap. And on a piece of wood of smoothest pine, which was his only canvas, Nello sketched and drew their likenesses with a charcoal stick.
How slow you are, and how my muscles ache with all this sitting. Are you almost done? Have you no shred of patience, Eloise? The portrait will be done before you know.
No doubt you've painted me as some old hag, the one who gathers kindling by the road.
I have not pictured you an ugly hag.
How good of you.
But if you must complain, I shall draw a blue-eyed squealing pig.
You hear his words, Patrasche? Can it be that you would let him speak to me like that? You see, Patrasche is my faithful friend, and he knows what is good and what is bad.
And he shall judge my drawing.
Alois!
My father calls. Oh, Nello, leave me now before he finds us here.
I will not go, for I have done no wrong.
Oh, Nello, please, you know how angry Father will become.
I will not go, no matter how he raps.
So, here you are. Did you not hear me call?
I heard you, Father. I was on my way.
Your mother needs your help.
Yes, Father.
Well?
I beg you, Father. Nello did no wrong. I sat here with Patrasche by my side while Nello drew my likeness. That is all.
I said your mother needs you.
Father, please.
If you don't leave this instant, Eloise, then I shall find some punishment for you.
You needn't be so frightened, Eloise. Patrasche's here. No harm will come to me with him close by. I think you'd better go.
Goodbye, then, Nello. We shall speak again.
Now, young man, I wish a word with you.
No, Patrasche.
Nello, it is time that you should realize just how I feel about your meeting with my daughter, Eloise.
We did no wrong. What do you call it wrong for her to watch me draw?
For her to watch you draw? And so it's an artist's fame you seek, huh? To be a Rubens, Jordaens, or Van Eyck. Well, here's my advice to you, and heed it well. Twere better that you seek for lesser things and drive such great ambition from your mind. Remember this, you wear a beggar's coat. And with these painters' fancies, you become a fool. A beggar you will always be, so cast aside that brush.
You tell me this, and yet how little do you understand. You laugh at me and ridicule my work. And still you've not seen what I can do. This portrait which I did of Eloise.
Oh, very well. I'll see this work of art. Tis folly, as I said, a waste of time, but it is like my daughter Eloise and will perhaps be pleasing to my wife. So, take this piece of silver for the thing, though I'm losing money on the sale.
No, keep your money. And the portrait, too.
I'll take it. But my feelings have not changed. I do not want you seeing Eloise. My daughter's future is my main concern, and in it, poverty shall have no place. Remember that, or you will sorry be.
I know, Patrasche. I am but a fool. I could have seen them with that silver piece. And yet, her portrait I could never sell. But someday I'll bring honor to my name, and poverty shall give its place to fame.
In Antwerp every year there was announced a contest, open then to every youth of 18 years or less who would attempt with some unaided work in black and white to win the prize, which was 200 francs. Now Nello had a secret from the world. It was in a little barn close by the hut that he had fashioned out of roughest wood an easel. Here, where no one ever came, upon a sea of paper, sketched the lad the many fancies which possessed his brain. No colors, bright nor brushes could he buy. Thus he could only fashion what he saw in black and white. And so it was he drew a simple work which spoke of greatness. There upon the paper he had drawn a man, a woodman seated on a fallen tree, a lonely figure, weary and alone, with night descending darkly over all. And in the figure he had clearly shown the stamp of age, the utter weariness, the quiet patience. and the careworn look, the meditation and the emptiness. And Nello struggled far into the night to bring perfection to this favored sketch. At last the drawing was complete. And then one early morn as cold December came, young Nello placed his picture in the cart and took it to a place in Antwerp town, where it would soon be put with all the rest until the choice was made on Christmas Eve. 'Twas with a silent prayer he left it there. Then started back home, but on the way he found a little puppet in the snow. And thinking of Alois might like the doll, he changed his course to pass the miller's house.
I know I'm awful trashy coming here, for should we be discovered near the mill, the miller's anger would descend like rain upon our heads. Be still, Patrasche, still. I'll call up to her window. Eloise!
No, you should not be here like this.
I came to give this little doll to you.
The doll?
I found it lying in the snow. Wait there and I'll bring it up to you.
Oh, no. Please don't try and climb up here. You'll hurt yourself. Be careful lest you fall.
Well, here I am. I hope you like your doll.
Oh, it's lovely, Nella. See how quaint she is with all her dainty petticoats and lace.
I had to bring it to you, Eloise, so I could share its loveliness with you.
But now I think you'd better leave before someone discovers you up here. If Father ever sees you...
It's too late.
Too late?
Your father.
Nella, you come down.
Oh, Nella.
Don't be frightened, Eloise.
And just what are you doing near the mill?
I came to bring a gift to Eloise.
She doesn't need your gifts.
Yes, Boss Colgus.
I've told you I don't want you near my house. If I have to tell you one more time, you'll wish that you'd obeyed. Now take your dog and go.
Come on, Patrasche.
Go, and don't come back.
That night there was a fire at the mill, and though the mill itself remained untouched, a quantity of corn was soon destroyed. Far from near the people came, and stayed until the fire had been quenched. 'Twas then the miller sought to place the blame.
With Lucky Land Slots, you can get lucky just about anywhere.
This is your captain speaking. We've got clear runway and the weather's fine, but we're just going to circle up here a while and get lucky. No, nothing like that. It's just these cash prizes add up quick. So I suggest you sit back, keep your tray table upright, and start getting lucky.
Play for free at LuckyLandSlots.com. Are you feeling lucky? No purchase necessary. Void where prohibited by law. 18 plus terms and conditions apply. See website for details.
Spoke of Nello as the guilty one. For had the boy not loitered near the mill, and for the miller borne a hatred grudge, since he had been warned away from Eloise? Though Bascogius did nothing to the boy, suspicion spread throughout the little town. Then less and less the little cart was seen along the Antwerp road. For none there was who dared to help the boy, and thus displeased the rich, important miller, Bascogius. The days grew cold, the snow grew deeper still, and then one night the aged Jehan Das, so ill and tired, passed away. With none to offer comfort in their grief, the time dragged on for Nello and the dog. The little Flemish town grew gay and bright, and filled with childish laughter every day, for Christmas week had come to bring it cheer, and great was the excitement to behold. But Nello felt no touch of happiness, as hopefully he looked toward Christmas Eve, the day when he would surely win the prize. And now at last it came, and through the falling snow the anxious Nello walked into Antwerp town. took his place with the other lads within the public square. And then at noon, the great cathedral bell began to ring, and Nello's heart was pounding in his breast, as high above the heads of all the crowd was held for all to see the winning sketch. And then the winner's name was loudly called.
The prize is won by Stefan Kieslinger.
The clouds of deep despair filled Nello's brain. His dreams came crashing down about his head.
Now all is gone, Patrasche. All is lost.
The snow was falling fast. The wind was cold as Nello turned his back upon the square. With faithful old Patrasche at his side, unconscious of the storm, he turned his steps to where the great cathedral stood silent. The portals lay unclosed, the massive doors, like outstretched hands of blessed sacrament, bade Nello welcome. Up the aisle he went and struggled slowly toward the chancel gates with leaden steps. His eyes were filled with tears. His heart was bursting with an aching throb. Patrasche followed close behind the boy. A whine escaped his lips as if to say, "How could you think that I would forsake you now, when more than e'er before you need a friend?" With effort Nello reached the chancel gates, and in despair he fell upon the stones.
What more is left for me upon this earth? Things I love are all denied to me. Men have no need of me, and I'm alone. Except for you, Patrasche, faithful friend. How tired I am. How tired of everything. Come, let us lie down together here and sleep.
They lay together in the piercing cold. The northern winds, they blew like waves of ice, froze every living thing that fury touched. And in the vault of stone the bitter chill drew closer still to Nello and the dog. Beneath the veiled paintings, there they lay, and smoothed to slumber by the numbing cold. Then suddenly a great white radiance came streaming through the vastness of the aisles and fell upon the paintings overhead. And as the light in brilliance brighter grew, an unseen hand drew back the heavy veil and bared the canvases for all to see. One painting showed Christ Jesus on the cross. The other canvas pictured the descent. Then Nello rose and stretched his arms to them, with tears of ecstasy upon his face.
Patrasche, I have seen them both at last. Oh, God, it is enough.
Then suddenly, the radiance grew dim, and then was gone. Once more the darkness hid the face of Christ. Then Nello's arms grew close about his dog.
'Tis done, and we shall see his face again, and he shall never part us now.
And on the morn there lay there cold and still, while overhead the face of Christ looked down. And as the day drew on, two people came. The first, a girl who clutched a little doll.
Oh, no. Can't you hear the Christmas bells? The Christ child hands are full of gifts for thee. Please, Nello, won't you wake and come with me?
And then there came an old, hard-featured man who saw the look of peace on Nello's face.
How harsh I was. How cruel to the lad. And now to him I would have made amends that he indeed to me could be a son. Why did he have to die? Oh, were I the one?
At the same time came the disciples unto Jesus, saying, Who is the greatest in the kingdom of heaven? And Jesus called a little child unto him, and set him in the midst of them, and said,
Verily, I say unto you, except ye become as little children, ye shall not enter into the kingdom of heaven. Whosoever therefore shall humble himself as this little child, the same is greatest in the kingdom of heaven.
So desperately to attain a goal, lasting peace among nations, Christmas shows us where peace and goodwill can be found. It lies in the faith and innocence of children, untouched by selfishness or prejudice. If the quest is to be completed, if the goal is to be reached, let us consider the example set by the children of the world. For the only international understanding today belongs to children and to Christmas.
Hark the herald angels sing, glory to the newborn King. Peace on earth and mercy mild, God and sinners reconciled. Joyful triumph on the sky, with their
wonderful, wonderful. And so it capped the climax, towels with the tinsel, and wound up with another huge Christmas command. And what say we thank the fine fellow who played Santa Claus for us, Edmund Gwebb.
Well, that's grand of you. Thank you. Thank you very much.
And now, Edmund, I understand we're all going to join in and sing Jingle Bells.
Oh, that's right, Ken. Oh, but first.
Yeah?
First, I like that cute fellow, that Mel Blanc, so well. That,
you mean Sad Sack?
Yes, I'd like him to send Christmas greetings from us to the gang.
Well, that's easily arranged. Come here, Mel.
Yeah?
Just say Merry Christmas to the boys.
Yeah.
Okay. Happy New Year.
Well, all right, folks, come on. Here we go.
Speaking, this program was arranged with the aid of the Hollywood Coordinating Committee. This is the United States Armed Forces Radio Service, the voice of information and education.
Land Casino, asking people, what's the weirdest place you've gotten lucky?
Lucky? In line at the deli, I guess?
Aha, in my dentist's office. More than once, actually.
Do I have to say?
Yes, you do.
In the car before my kid's PTA meeting.
Really?
Yes.
Excuse me, what's the weirdest place you've gotten lucky?
I never win and tell.
Well, there you have it. You can get lucky anywhere, playing at LuckyLandSlots.com. Play for free right now. Are you feeling lucky? No purchase necessary. Void where prohibited by law. 18+. Terms and conditions apply. See website for details.
Okay, round two. Name something that's not boring.
Laundry? Ooh, a book club. Computer solitaire, huh?
Ah, sorry, we were looking for Chumba Casino.
That's right. ChumbaCasino.com has over 100 casino-style games. Join today and play for free for your chance to redeem some serious prizes. ChumbaCasino.com.
No purchase necessary. Void where prohibited by law. 18+. Terms and conditions apply. See website for details.